Hooey. Doing well. Just finished up the gun show for today. Gotta get a little cardio in. Get the cobwebs out from standing around all fucking day. Of course you gotta listen to this not so good music. Anyway, how's everybody else doing today? Anybody else do anything exciting on this Saturday? Projection. I love it. Welcome to the no fuck's sake, fuck around and find out show. Where it always fills up with trolls. People that have zero or low self-esteem. Hello, Steve. How are you doing? Date went very well. It was a solid day at the gun show. It was kind of weird. I mean, it started off extremely busy. Then it kind of teetered off at the tail end. But as a whole, we did pretty good. But these platforms never cease to amaze me. Of the lack of production, how little life people have. Yeah, it went pretty well, Steve. Like I said, this morning was really busy, and by about, I say 1 o'clock, kind of slowed down. But one, I could tell I'm dealing with someone with lack of intelligence, or a kid when you start conversations out with bro, hey bro. Trust me, it takes a lot to get me mad, and you're not one of them. How old am I? 50 years old. Homie, I gotta, homie, okay, dog. Coming from someone who probably still lives in mama's basement. Wow, lots of trolls on here today. Should be entertaining. Makes sense, that tracks. Anyway, to the non-trolls out there, how was your day today? Anything exciting going on? I mean, not worrying about what you're talking about. People ramble on here too. Good for you. That's what I like to hear. Keep up the hard work. And I'll be doing this shit until I'm fucking dead. It's always good to keep up with it. I try not to take many days off, if at all. I work out at some capacity every day. Right now my channel is about working out, getting in shape. Unfortunately, most of these fucking channels suck as far as what we do for a living. On here we can do certain things on here, what we do for a living. But as far as lives, we tend to just interact with our supporters and our customers. But our videos we post, sometimes they'll be a little bit more business related. But unfortunately, all these fucking platforms, except for YouTube, isn't horrible. The rest of them are too fucking liberal and don't like what we do for a living. Nope. Don't run a gym. And obviously not too bright either. I work out every day. Days when I'm traveling for gun shows, I'll work out twice. Well, obviously not too bright. Look at my fucking title and my name. Yeah, I'm not too smart. Typical trolls, though. I'm commenting because you're a douchebag. Because you're one of those bipolar assholes that'll sit here and be nice for one comment and then arrogant fuckhead on another comment. So you can figure it out yourself. Yeah, inspiration is the key. You know, be motivated to stay healthy. You know, it's challenging. Not a lot of people are self-motivated. So if it takes a little kick in the ass to get going, fuck yeah. Not by choice. That's what happens when you go to these fucking bullshit gyms. Guess now you're a clinical psychologist. Just over 8 minutes. My arrogance. How am I arrogant? Is calling trolls out being arrogant? No. That's it, Mandy. There's some people on here that enjoy the motivation, enjoy sometimes intellectual conversation when we have people that aren't trolling. But that's just me. Anyway, for those that aren't trolls on here, how was your weekend? Anything exciting going on? Well, someone who starts their fucking conversation out with bro has really no leg to stand on about intellect. Funny, you'll sit here and say things, but yet you're still here. Go figure. Oh, that sucks, Mandy. Well, hopefully she gets better. Mine's going pretty well. Just finished up day number 1 at the gun show. Trying to get a little cardio in, knock the cobwebs out. So not too bad. I'm in Augusta this weekend. Next couple weeks are pretty much back to back with gun shows. This weekend, hell, next weekend I have off. And there's 3 weeks in a row ever in Washington, meaning Washington State. Now the true colors come out. But anyway. I mean, I've sold a lot of stuff over the years to people in Washington State, but Washington State, like some of the other hardcore liberal states, have really made it difficult for citizens to maintain their Second Amendment. It does suck, because I know a lot of people out in Washington State that still buy stuff from me, but they fucking try to ban everything under the sun. Wow. I'm guessing then, and I don't want to get political on here, but based on your comments, I'm guessing you're a liberal. Sudden silence. And that explains a lot. Hey, I'll take old man all day of the week. Trust me, don't need a gun. I'm very well versed. But there's a lot of people out there that enjoy guns for many reasons. I'm a proud American, red-blooded, Second Amendment touting heterosexual male, unlike these other snowflakes that are all against it. Guns are a great equalizer, I agree. There's a lot of people out there that can't defend themselves. Men, women, gun is a great equalizer. Not to mention tyranny, primary reason for guns. Has nothing to do with self-defense. It's to protect against tyranny, which crazy. This fucking country's damn close to it. Oh, so you're not even from this country. So what the fuck are you even talking about? Trust me, I agree, Lewis. I argue that all the time. People will blame the inanimate object when never once did any of my guns jump off the shelf and hurt anybody. It's always the fucked up individual behind it. But yet they never want to look at that. Let me ask you this there, Snowflake. What country are you from with all your, since you're so busy to pass judgment on ours? Two more minutes. Well, typical, typical troll will make horrible comments, so on and so forth, but yet won't say where they're from or who they are or anything like that. Oh well. Oh yeah, it happens to real people. Can't argue that. But why blame the gun? My question. Because every fucking time there's someone that's unhinged. I agree with that. So there's way more automobile accidents, DUI accidents, but yet no one ever blames the car or the alcohol, unless it's a gun. Well, we enjoyed the laugh. Trolls always entertain us. Makes most of us feel good about ourselves that we're not that fucking much of a loser. Trini, Mickey, I'll say this. There are restrictions for guns for many people, but yet the laws that are in place, no one upholds. So more laws aren't gonna affect anybody other than the law-abiding citizen. But yet, I'll argue it all day long. Most of these situations could have been prevented because there's been signs prior to people being mentally fucking disabled, mentally unhinged, or red flags from their past, but yet no one did anything. Going back to that same concept, there's exponentially more automobile accidents and death, DUIs, than there are deaths from guns. But yet, not once has anyone ever said we need to ban cars or we need to ban alcohol. And here's another scenario. The same fucking politicians that are saying they want to ban guns, right? They're the same ones that are heavily armed or have heavily armed security. Why is it okay for them, not our kids? That's my thought. There's a deeper rooted problem in this country. It has nothing to do with guns, it has nothing to do with cars, it has nothing to do with alcohol. It's society. And these are prime examples right here. Here you have social media, where so many people become keyboard warriors that all of a sudden have big balls. But I know for a fucking fact, none of them would say or do these things in person. However, when these same people get pushed into a corner, they do not know how to cope with shit. So they, usually go to extreme violence. They don't know anything. They're unhinged. But simple as this: I have well over 1,000 weapons in my inventory. Not one of them ever jumped off the shelf or hurt anybody. That's another one too. Highest. Funny. I'll argue that, Mickey, that you're wrong. I am an FFL, Federal Firearms License holder. You cannot buy a fucking gun from Walmart or any other fucking store without doing a background check. Simple as that. So whatever information you have is probably wrong. Now, mind you, there's other things called straw purchases, which are illegal, but happen, where a person buys a gun for someone and then gives it to them. That's already illegal, but yet it happens. Well, then go watch a fucking tree while you're here. An ignorance of the law. And if you're referring to me or that other person. So there's a good point there, fucking troll man. It's so easy to get to me legally. Okay, all right. You just proved your point. If it's so easy to get to me illegally, what the fuck law is gonna make any difference? I'd argue that, Mickey, but I said, tweet, we all have different opinions, and I'm not arguing with you to be upset, but the reality of it is, there are hundreds of thousands of laws that I have to abide by as a gun dealer to keep guns out of people's hands, but yet, they still get them. Last I looked, heroin and fentanyl is illegal. Why is it such a problem? We need to start digging deeper. We need to dig deeper than the actual inanimate object. Simple as that. And there's another one too. I'll get political. The left does not want us dealers to have access to HIPAA, meaning people's medical history. HIPAA violation. If I knew that someone was a fucking high-level depressed person, medical issues, I wouldn't sell them a gun. But they won't let me look at that. So yes, there are background checks, thorough background checks. But because of the way the laws are set up and they protect certain things which they shouldn't, there will be people that get through these fucking loopholes. But as a whole, it's still an inanimate object. Simple as that. And if we want to go down that road, two things that are a much larger problem than fucking shootings. One, DUI deaths and obesity. But yet, people still don't get very little fucking issues as far as making illegal or alcohol illegal, or why is it okay to people fucking feed their face with shit all day long? I guess the point of it is, let's go down to this. Let's make it simple, and then I gotta work out. We need, as a society, start being accountable for our actions. Meaning, if you do something wrong, there should be extreme fucking punishments, especially when it comes to that. If someone buys a gun for someone who commits a crime, they should be held accountable as well. I mean, there's so many things that are already in place that they don't enforce. And if you want to talk details, call me anytime. I am a fucking gun dealer and I see it every fucking day. So, is there an easy solution? No. There's not an easy solution. It needs to be a widespread, very multifaceted solution. But adding more laws to law-abiding citizens, at the end of the day, what does that fix? Let's put it this way. Here's another scenario. I'm a criminal. I woke up this morning. I want to go kill somebody, right? I'm a criminal. Do I give a fuck what laws are in place? Am I like, oh, I better not go to this gun-free zone because it's illegal? Tell me the logic there. But with that, I'm gonna go work out, finish up my stuff, and go get something to eat. But thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you, trolls, for the entertainment. And we'll see you next time. Peace out.